Tonight on Real Investigation, MBY, we investigate the up-and-coming yeshiva that makes the unbelievable promise it'll turn your son into a Ben Torah. What are the controversial methods they're applying? And why is this rabbi breaking his silence? Plus, what does MBY really stand for? The truth we uncovered in Los Angeles today. Then, we confront previous students who claim to have survived and even thrived under their secret methods. But are they telling the truth? And hear about the men they're honoring. What outrageous bargain was made behind the scenes? What this man doesn't want you to know. That's all coming up today on Real Investigations.
Most important people in our life are our teachers. So the winner of the Milk and Family Foundation Jewish Educator Award, the first one ever from your school, is none other than, and I have an envelope here because this is important, Rabbi Usher Klein.
I was a little embarrassed to be singled out because the Hanahala as a whole are Rebbeim, Talmidei Chachamim in their own right, very special individuals who are very dedicated to Talmidim in a way that I wish I would be able to emulate, and especially the Rosh Yeshiva, who is the epitome of a mechanech. It's hard to imagine that this is already the 7th year of Sifta Birchas Yitzchak. It seems just a short while ago when Rosh Yeshiva asked me to start with him the yeshiva, and 12 young men, young boys, who began the yeshiva, and Kanai Nahara today, it's flourished and grown to such a big Makam Torah, a Beis Medrash that is full of Torah all day long.
The gratitude I have for Rabbi Roisman, the Karsa Tov I have, it's just astounding because Rabbi Roisman, he was willing to put that effort. You weren't ready to learn. He made sure you were in the Beit Midrash. He would make sure he'd teach you. He'd go over the Gemara over and over again, making sure you got it right. He put in the extra time, stay till 2, 3 in the morning, mishmar sometimes.
Rabbi Roisman is like an uncle to me. He convinced me to learn with him at 6 o'clock in the morning every Sunday. He got me to improve my davening. He learned my great uncle Sefer with me. He uses his unique understanding and his vast knowledge to keep everyone interested in his shiurim.
Rabbi Roisman, through his truly loving and honest relationship, being able to talk about anything from music to Gemara and my personal life, it's truly given me a sense that I have a relationship with someone real.
Part of the reason why I came to MBY is because I heard about Rabbi Roisman and his great personality and his sense of humor.
He taught me that it wasn't just about doing what you have to do in school. Torah is about, literally, it's about your life. And you need to live Torah.
Boys in MBY are really, really happy. They're happy to be here. They feel that this place is a place that they feel comfortable in, and actually see that the Shiva, the Rebbeim, the entire institution really works with every boy at where he's holding and tries to bring out these unique qualities of every individual. We don't expect everybody to end up in the same fashion, but the one expectation is that no matter what a person does in his life, his focal point is going to be the Torah. And I think that's a very special thing that the yeshiva has. One of the principal chinuch concepts that I received from my Rebbeim is there's a letter from Rebbe Kotner. Somebody wrote him a letter that he's in medical school and he feels that he's leading a double life. He feels that he has his medical career and he has his Torah pursuits. So the Shiva, a very famous letter, he writes back to him and he says, don't lead a double life. You have to lead a broad life. Now what does it mean to lead a broad life? What it means is that a person has to understand and he has to appreciate that Torah is something that permeates his complete existence. It's the fabric of what life is itself. This opportunity that I have in the yeshiva, that I can be a noisen chai, a giver of life to so many unique and special bachrim, is probably the greatest gift that any Rebbe could have.
Rabbi Braverman is a stalwart of the yeshiva. He is kavua day in and day out. And it's a very, very special thing for the yeshiva that someone like Rabbi Braverman joins us for davening. This is a person who has really a powerhouse in Los Angeles community and has affected so many people and brought them closer to Torah. And he learns after davening, and the Talmidim know that they see him learning there. You know, they have to learn after davening. We have a set seder. Rabbi Braverman is learning because he wants to learn.
Rabbi Tendler and the staff here treat the boys with respect, as though they were autonomous and responsible adults who can be trusted to make choices for their lives. And I think the boys recognize that, they appreciate it, and they reciprocate that trust. That I think is rare and wonderful. The importance of recognizing their individual drives and talents and finding some way of bringing those to bear on the needs of Klal Yisrael in a way which is responsive to the needs of the Klal and at the same time draws on the uniqueness of the individuals.
Last year, Rabbi Braverman actually made a Siyum Hashas in our base medrash. It was a very big schus for us to be there and to see the dedication of learning every day. It's inspiration for all of us.
At the same time that they're uncompromising in the message that a relationship with God and the Torah is the essence of all of our lives. There's a recognition that there are 12 tribes and there are many different ways to serve Klal Yisrael.
It is no surprise to me that MBY would honor Rabbi Braverman because he has made such a great difference in this community. Just look at all the students that he has taught and continues to teach. First time I met him, he was honoring Kirk Douglas back in the 90s through Aish. Kirk Douglas was one of his students. Well, that opened up a whole series of events. We started studying together, we started going to his family's home for Shabbos with my family, and to this day he's still my teacher, and importantly he's almost he's not my blood brother, but he is my brother in a lot of different ways.
When a Talmud finishes his 4-year sentence in Mesivta Berches Yitzchak, and we've had a few graduating classes already, and they go off to other yeshivas in America and Eretz Yisrael. It's always very exciting when it comes Ben Hazmanim, when the alumni come back. It's a big chizuk for them, they feel at home, and it's a big chizuk for us to see how they've matured and how they've grown to become really world-class B'nai Torah, and it's a big schos. They come back to speak to the Rosh Yeshiva. The Rosh Yeshiva is not just the Rosh Yeshiva when they're here, he's a Rosh Yeshiva, he's a Rebbe for life, and they know that.
As an alumnus, coming back to the yeshiva is like coming home.
MBY has kind of made me who I am today. And
coming back to yeshiva for Simchas Torah was a feeling that I really got something from the yeshiva, and that I belonged in this place.
I have a very tight kesher with the yeshiva, and that, especially the Rosh Yeshiva, because there was a point in my yeshiva career where I really had to really tough decision.
I love to learn because MBY instilled that in me.
Whenever I'm in yeshiva, I'm able to call the Rosh Yeshiva or any Rebbe that I would like to speak to. They always make time for me and help me out with whatever issues I might be having.
You know you have a mentor in town. You have someone you can go to. You have someone you have advice. If a person, needs to switch yeshivas, if they need any help with anything in life, they always have their yeshiva.
When they come back, it's just the entire yeshiva is so welcoming that I'm back in my yeshiva. I come and I listen to their yeshivas, Musar Shmuz on Friday, and I'm right back there.
The Rebbeim had this ability to foster and to grow within you a unique sense of mission and a belief that you can do it, that you can accomplish your own potential, that you can continuously grow, that you can set goals and accomplish them.